Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first of all, I welcome all of you in this lecture. So, good morning to everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so wait a minute, let me present my screen to you. Yes, please let me know. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let me begin this new topic, which is nothing but the convergence of some standard sequences. Okay, now in these three theorems, we are going to use what is called as binomial theorem, or you can say binomial expansion. So can anybody recall it? What is binomial expansion? Suppose I am having a plus b to the power n. Then how I am going to expand this using the binomial expansion? And all of you, please try to enjoy mathematics. Don't study for your exam.
Sir, a to the power n,
A to the power n, then
b to the power 0 into,
b to the power 0 is 1. Okay.
uh,
Into
then a to the power n minus 1,
a to the power n minus 1,
b to the power 1,
b to the power 1.
yes, till so on. Huh,
What
it
about
will
the
come.
coefficient?
Hmm,
कोएफिशिएंट आएगा या नहीं आएगा?
आएगा रुको.
See, now I am not asking you anything new. You have already studied this in your junior college.
सर पास्कल ट्रायंगल से आता है ना एक.
See, that is for अगर आपके लिए फाइनाइट टर्म्स होंगे तो आएगा. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं यहाँ पे n की स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू दे दूँ तो आप करोगे 1 1 1 देन 1 2 1. ओके, इन दिस वे, राइट?
यस.
फिर आप इन दोनों को ऐड करोगे 3 3 1 1. But I am giving you a power n. So how you are going to expand this in general? So later on you will study this is for negative numbers also. But let me not go in detail. Otherwise आप बोलोगे सर हमें यही नहीं समझ रहा था और आप डिफिकल्टीज में क्यों जा रहे हो? Okay, so that's the keep that thing aside. Just focus on this thing. Yes, ये आपने प्रोबेबिलिटी में देखा होगा. If I am not wrong. Yes. You are not audible properly, Shweta.
Sir, it is something like c to the power.
C to the power.
Sir, matlab c is there, and others I have forgetting.
Wait a minute. Till then, all of you just try to think on binomial expansion.
Sir,
Yes, Roshan.
coefficient I think so NC0, NC1 like that way.
Yes, कहाँ पे देखा?
सर अब देखा बुक खोल के तो मिल गया.
Okay, so first coefficient is NC0, which is nothing but 1. So that's why we are having the coefficient of a to the power n is 1. What about this second coefficient?
NC1.
NC1. ओके तो यहाँ पे ध्यान देने की आपको बात क्या है, ये जो लिखोगे आप, इन जनरल हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू राइट दिस, ये जो 1 है ये हम n-1 करके a की पावर को लिखते हैं, और b टू द पावर ये जो 1 सफिक्स में जो है वो हम इसकी पावर करते हैं. सी जब एडिशन होगा देन डजेंट मैटर आप किसको इसकी पावर दे रहे हो और ये 1 आप कहाँ पे लिख रहे हो, लेकिन जब सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा देन यू नीड टू बी अ लिटिल केयरफुल. ओके ओके, सो लेट अस ट्राई टू यूज दिस आइडिया इन फर्दर थियरम्स.
सर जैसे आपने बोला सब्ट्रैक्शन होगा तो फिर थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स होगा.
सी कॉम्प्लेक्स कुछ नहीं होगा, आपको खाली ये पावर
क्योंकि सर
आपको,
सब्ट्रैक्शन को भी तो नेगेटिव करके ऐड कर सकते हैं ना.
यस नेगेटिव करके आप ऐड कर सकते हो.
हाँ तब फिर लगा सकते हैं ऐसा.
यस ओके, तो इसके लिए हम जनरल फॉर्मूला लिखेंगे समेशन n choose r a to the power r b to the power n minus r. Okay, where this r is running from where to where?
1 to n.
0. See, n
0.
choose 0. So this summation is running from 0 to n. Okay, now you can expand it. You are getting the same formula. Is that clear? So we are going to use this formula throughout these 3 examples. Okay, there you will understand why we want this formula in these examples, because we need to compare this denominator. So without further ado, let me directly jump on the statement of this theorem. So if a is bigger than 0, then limit n tending to infinity 1 upon 1 plus na is exactly equals to 0. Now remember, here we are picking a to be a positive number, which is strictly bigger than 0. Then this statement is obvious, right? Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Because see, here I am taking n to be infinity and a is anyway positive number, then n into a is again positive, 1 plus na is again positive, and I am taking n to be very large number. So 1 upon any large number gives me 0. Okay, so this statement is quite obvious, but we need to give the concrete proof of it using this binomial expansion. Let me see whether we have used binomial expansion in this or not. So we haven't used that binomial expansion in this theorem. We need that for the next theorem. Okay, this is just the application of Archimedean property. Okay, so as you can see, a is anyway a bigger number. A is bigger than 0. So let pick epsilon to be bigger than 0 and a bigger than 0. Then what can I say about their product?
Bigger than 0.
Their product is also bigger than 0. Then what can I say about 1 upon epsilon times a?
Bigger than 0.
This is also bigger than 0. So this is my real number. So now we can apply Archimedean property. So by Archimedean property, there exists the natural number n naught such that n naught is bigger than this real number. So you can write it in this way, that is 1 upon n naught is strictly less than epsilon times a. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thus, for all n bigger than or is equals to n naught, you just take the reciprocal. So inequality reverses. And we know that 1 upon n naught is strictly less than epsilon times a. Okay, so you please keep this in your mind. Or if you want, you can give it equation number 1. Now let us try to consider this modulus. That is, see, we need to show this thing converging to 0, which means what? Now we are going to consider this inside the modulus. And what we are going to show? Yes?
It is less than epsilon.
Exactly. So if we can able to show that this modulus is strictly less than epsilon for all n bigger than or is equals to n naught, then we can able to conclude this 1 upon 1 plus na converging to 0 after this stage n naught. So let us try to do that. Okay, so consider this modulus. But we have already checked that this 1 upon 1 plus na is anyway a positive number. So mod of any positive number is that number itself. Okay, now here you just need to know what is the relation between these two things. What is the relation between 1 plus na and na?
1 plus n is bigger than.
So this is bigger than na, right? Now just take the reciprocal. So what we are going to say?
Inequality will reverse.
So inequality reverses. So we are having 1 upon 1 plus na is strictly less than 1 upon na. So we are in this situation. Okay. But can I say this is strictly less than or is equals to 1 upon n naught times a?
Yes, sir.
Using what? Using this equation number 1. Okay. Here we have 1 upon na is less than or is equals to 1 upon n naught. And you just multiply this denominator by a. Then also inequality preserves. And we know that this number is strictly less than epsilon, right? Because I am shifting this a on in the denominator. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So I can able to conclude this modulus is strictly less than epsilon for all n which are bigger than or is equals to n naught. So we are saying what? Okay, you can see this is less than epsilon for all n bigger than or is equals to n naught. So we are going to conclude this limit is exactly equals to 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So remember now how you are going to apply this theorem in examples. Okay, see. If I ask you to find this limit, then what is your answer? As n tending to infinity, what is the answer of this limit?
0.
Why it is 0? Yes, just apply this theorem. What is the value of a over here?
100.
So a is 100, which means what? This number is bigger than 0. So whenever we are having this situation, a is bigger than 0, then we are having the limit of such kind of thing is exactly 0. So this is the application of this result. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So in this way, we are going to apply this result. Do you have any question in this theorem? Yes, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's proceed further. Now observe the second theorem. Let b is a number which is between 0 and 1. Then the limit of b to the power n is exactly 0. Now let me give you an example and you need to tell me what is the answer of that limit. Yes, tell me what is the answer of this limit. Yes, what is your guess?
सर 0.
0.
It is 0.
Why?
सर 1/2 है ना, तो हम लोग उसको 2 की पावर माइनस एन लिख सकते हैं।
यस, लिखी 2 की पावर माइनस एन लिख दी।
तो
फिर
माइनस एन नीचे चले जाएगा।
विच मीन्स ऐसा बन जाएगा 1/2 टू द पावर एन।
ये
तो आप यहाँ पर ही ऐसे बोल सकते थे 1 की पावर n की तो 1 आएगा और 2 की पावर n की तो 1/2 टू द पावर n आएगा। ओके, फिर आगे। यस रोशन।
सर आपने 1/2 की पावर एन कैसे लिख दिया? ये
क्यों
आपने गलत लिखा है।
क्यों मैं इसे ऐसे नहीं लिख सकता 1 टू द पावर n डिवाइडेड बाय 2 टू द पावर n, ऐसे नहीं लिख सकता इसे? लॉ ऑफ इंडाइसेस।
हाँ, ये कर सकते हो।
तो 1 की पावर n रहा तो क्या आता है आंसर?
सर आगे जाने दो हमको।
यस, 1 की पावर n रहा तो आंसर क्या आएगा?
1.
1। तो इसे हम ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते? यस और नो लिख सकते हैं कि नहीं?
हम्म।
ओके, अब बताओ इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? एज n टेंडिंग टू इंफिनिटी
0.
0। वाई? See, if you are claiming this limit is 0, then you need to give an explanation. What is the reason behind this limit is 0?
Sir, because 2 to the power n is much more greater than 1.
ये श्वेता का आवाज किसी को सुनाई दिया? मुझे तो नहीं आया।
सर डिनोमिनेटर बहुत ही बड़ा
Sir,
है तो
sir, because 2 to the power n is much greater than 1.
Yes, see, if I increase my n, then this 2 to the power n rapidly increases. Okay, rapidly increases than the numerator. So ultimately this limit goes to 0. This is the one way of argument. Now let us more simplify this limit. Okay, just observe what is the relation between this limit and this limit. Is there any relation? What we know about this number 1/2? Can I say it is between 0 and 1?
Yes, sir.
So whenever we are having this kind of situation, then we can apply this theorem.
सर
Yes?
सर ये जो आपने लिमिट लिखा है, लिमिट इक्वल टू 1/2 की पावर n, और वो यहाँ पे जो फॉर्मूला है आपने दिया b की पावर n, तो यहाँ पे b का वैल्यू 1/2 हम लोग कंसिडर कर सकते हैं ना।
यस, हम b के वो सारे वैल्यूज कंसीडर कर सकते हैं जो बिटवीन 0 एंड 1 आ रहे हैं, वेयर एंड पॉइंट्स आर नॉट इंक्लूडेड। प्लीज रिमेंबर, end points are not included. What happens if I include end points? यस, मान लो कि मैंने ये 1 इंक्लूड किया, देन व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर b इज इक्वल्स टू 1? What is the answer of this limit when b is exactly equals to 1?
So 1.
1
1.
की पावर इंफिनिटी हो जाएगा ना।
See, 1 की पावर आप कुछ भी लो, आंसर क्या आएगा?
1.
1. Okay, so in that case we are getting the answer as 1. Now what happens if I include 0? Then what is limit n tending to infinity? 0 to the power n. Yes.
0.
ओके, सो ये हमारे पास बनेगा 1 टू द पावर इंफिनिटी वाला फॉर्म एंड 0 टू द पावर इंफिनिटी वाला फॉर्म. ओके, these are called as indeterminate forms. Okay, later on you will study that this is not 1. Okay, this is not 1. Okay, but
सर वही तो मैं बोल रहा था कि 1 की पावर इंफिनिटी बनेगा, वो 1 के इक्वल नहीं होगा, वो
I will not confuse you using this, क्योंकि ये हम नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर में पढ़ेंगे, तब आपको और मजा आएगा इसमें. ओके, this we are going to handle using L'Hopital rule. Okay, this is just the idea. इसीलिए हम यहाँ पे एंड पॉइंट्स इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे. यस रोशन?
सर 7 इनडिटर्मिनेट फॉर्म्स है ना।
यस, वो मैंने बोला ना, एंड दीज आर नथिंग बट 2 ऑफ देम. Okay, so remember when we are going to apply this theorem, whenever this number b is lying between 0 and 1, then we can able to conclude that limit of such number to the power n is always 0. Is the idea clear?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो अब मैं इस 1/2 को रिप्लेस करके अगर मैं आपको दे दूं से 3/5, देन व्हाट इज योर आंसर?
0.
Again 0. Why?
Because sir, 3/5 lies
Because of this reason. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can see these are applications of this theorem. Okay, तो अब तो हमने examples भी देख लिए. So let us try to prove this theorem. Okay, now here you required binomial expansion. Okay, now what do we mean by b is between 0 and 1? Then see, this is given to us. B is between 0 and 1 where endpoints are not included. Then what can I say about 1 upon b?
Bigger than 1.
This is bigger than 1. क्या आप ये बोलोगे कि हमने इस इनइक्वालिटी का रेसिप्रोकल लिया? Can I able to say that? Yes, can I able to say that?
नो सर।
क्यों?
सर बिकॉज ऑफ 0 से लेस है, हो ही नहीं सकता है ना सर।
See, because here we are having 0, and if you are going to say take the reciprocal of this, then we are having 1 upon 0. तो आप ऐसा नहीं बोलोगे कि इसका हमने रेसिप्रोकल लिया है. ओके, you just need to observe these two things. Here I am having b strictly less than 1. Now you just shift this b in the denominator. So here I am having 1 upon b is strictly bigger than 1. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what it means 1 upon b is bigger than 1? What do we mean by 1 upon b is bigger than 1? Can I write 1 upon b as 1 plus a, where a is any positive number? Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
डेफिनेटली यस, बिकॉज हमने यहाँ पे क्या बोला, 1/b इज बिगर देन 1, विच मीन्स वॉट, इस 1 में हम कोई ना कोई तो नंबर ऐड करेंगे तभी हमें इक्वालिटी मिलेगी, और वो नंबर भी कैसा होना चाहिए, पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए. इज इट और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
So, see, these are nothing but just playing with numbers. Okay? But you need to understand these standard tricks. Here we are saying 1/b is a number which is bigger than 1. तो बिगर देन 1 होगा मतलब क्या, इसमें कोई ना कोई नंबर, एक पॉजिटिव नंबर हम ऐड करेंगे तभी हमें इक्वालिटी मिलेगी. और वो नंबर हमें नहीं पता कि क्या होगा, बट हमें इतना पता है वो नंबर जो भी होगा वो बिगर देन 0 होगा, क्योंकि अगर हमने नेगेटिव नंबर ऐड किया देन वी आर गेटिंग अ स्मॉलर नंबर. इज दैट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now we are interested in what? B to the power n. Observe. We are interested in b to the power n. So what we are going to do? Yes, ये 1/b में मुझे b की पावर n कब मिलेगी? Can I say take nth power on both the sides?
Yes, sir.
So let us try to take nth power on both the sides. Okay, so can I write this in this manner? That is b to the power n is exactly equals to 1/1 plus a to the power n. Can I write
Yes,
it?
sir.
यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ डाउट है? समझा सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here we need to apply binomial expansion. Okay, this is nothing but 1 plus a to the power n. So क्या होगा इसका binomial expansion? Yes, 1 plus n choose 1, which is nothing but n, a to the power 1 and b to the power n minus 1. But here b is what? 1. So 1 to the power n minus 1 is anyway 1. Okay, so using binomial expansion, we are having this kind of relation. Now observe this relation and tell me, do you have any doubt in this relation? क्लियर है यहाँ तक? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, what is the relation between these two? 1 plus a to the power n and 1 plus na. Among these two numbers, which one is the bigger one? सी, ये जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में नंबर है इसका हमने एक्सपांशन किया तो हमें ये वाला एक्सपांशन मिला, राइट? एंड वी आर कंपेयरिंग दिस एक्सपांशन यूजिंग दिस टू नंबर्स which are nothing but the first two terms of this expansion. So what is the relation between these two?
Sir, 1 plus a to the power n
Is greater than or is equals to this number 1 plus na. Why? Because you can see here we are having some more terms in this expansion. So this always holds. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we want 1 upon 1 plus a to the power n. So what we are going to do now?
We will take reciprocal.
Yes. So just invert it. Or you can say just take the reciprocal. So here we are having 1 upon 1 plus a to the power n. And this is less than or is equals to 1 upon 1 plus an a. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now here is also a trick. Okay. सी ये बुक में दिया है, इससे भी आ जाएगा, और यहाँ पर अगर आप दूसरा कुछ यूज करना चाहो तो आप वो भी यूज कर सकते हो. Can I say this number is bigger than 0?
Yes, sir.
So this number is bigger than 0. अब क्या अप्लाई करेंगे? See, remember we are in this situation where this middle term is my an, this right hand side is my bn, and this left hand side is my cn. So क्या अप्लाई करेंगे?
Sandwich
Sandwich
theorem.
theorem.
एंड वेयर लिमिट, पहले हम लिमिट अप्लाई करेंगे. ओके, सी दीज आर नथिंग बट द केस पोजीशन ऑफ सैंडविच थियरम. ओके, बट सैंडविच थ्योरम हम तभी अप्लाई कर पाएंगे जब बी एन और सी एन का लिमिट सेम आएगा. फॉर दैट यू जस्ट नीड टू टेक द लिमिट एन टेंडिंग टू इन्फिनिटी ऑन बोथ द थ्रू आउट दिस इनइक्वालिटी. So left hand side gives me 0. What about the limit of this right hand side?
Zero.
As n tending to infinity using theorem number 1. Observe, in theorem number 1 we have shown that whenever this a is positive, then 1 upon 1 plus na gives me 0. And here also we have chosen our a to be positive number. Observe, हमने a always positive लिया है. So we can apply that theorem 1 to conclude this limit is nothing but the 0. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So we are getting limit of left hand side is 0, limit of right hand side is 0. So which theorem we are going to apply now?
Sandwich theorem.
So sandwich theorem. So by sandwich theorem, what is the limit of this sequence?
0.
0. But in fact, this is nothing but what? This is bn, right?
Yes, sir.
So what we are going to conclude, limit of bn as n tending to infinity is what?
0.
0. So this is one way. Okay? इसके लिए आपको खाली सोचना पड़ेगा कि ये स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में कैसे आएगा. Doesn't matter, you can apply this also, that is Archimedean property. You can apply this thing also. So what is the relation between these two? Can I say this right hand side is bigger than or is equals to left hand side?
Yes, sir.
How you are going to argue? You are going to argue in this manner. That is 1 plus na is bigger than or is equals to na. Then take the reciprocal. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let epsilon be any positive real number. Then epsilon times a is also bigger than 0. Take its reciprocal. So this gives me the real number which is bigger than 0. So by Archimedean property, there exists the natural number n naught such that n naught is bigger than 1 upon epsilon times a. And by rewriting it, we are getting 1 upon n naught is less than epsilon times a. Is that clear? See why I am being so fast? Because I have already explained you this example using sandwich theorem. Now we are just applying the Archimedean property. I hope you understand it. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and this is true for all n bigger than or is equals to n naught. Now take the reciprocal. So we are having 1 upon n is less than or is equals to 1 upon n naught. And this is less than epsilon times a. Okay, because of this. Now let us try to calculate this modulus. If we can able to show this modulus is less than epsilon, then we are done. Okay, here b is anyway a number which is between 0 and 1, which means what? This is a positive number. And the mod of positive number is that number itself. So this modulus is exactly bn. But what is bn? Bn is nothing but 1 upon 1 plus a to the power n. And we have seen this 1 upon 1 plus a to the power n is less than or is equals to 1 upon 1 plus na. And this is less than or is equals to 1 upon na. Okay, this we have seen it over here. You can see. And using this, you just multiply this with a. So we can say 1 upon na is less than or is equals to 1 upon n naught times a by shifting this a on this side. So we can conclude 1 upon na is strictly less than epsilon. So we are concluding that this modulus is strictly less than epsilon for all n bigger than or is equals to n naught. So what is our conclusion then? Yes. What is our conclusion when we getting this modulus is less than epsilon for all n bigger than or is equals to n naught?
Sequence Bn is converging to 0.
Sequence Bn is converging to 0. Okay. So this is our result. Wait a minute. Okay, so in this way we are going to prove limit n tending to infinity b to the power n converging to 0. Now you can see we have proved the same statement using two different ways. One is Archimedean property and another one is Sandwich theorem. Is the result clear?
Yes, sir.
So remember the statement is quite important. Okay. Now later on we will have one more result, which is again on the similar lines. Okay, let me give you an idea and I will leave this corollary for your homework. See, if I compare this with above theorem, then what we are having extra over here?
B is greater than -1.
B is greater than -1. See, in the previous statement, we are having only this. That is, B is between 0 and 1. So let me break this. B is lying between -1 to 1 into two parts. First part is this one, and the second part is this one. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
But observe, I think there is a mistake. What is that mistake?
That the same number once is less than zero, other time becomes zero.
See, here we are saying this B is lying between 1 and -1. तो हम definitely ये end points तो include नहीं करेंगे because there is no equality. But what about this intermediate point? क्या इस इंटरवल में 0 इंक्लूड हो रहा है? whenever I am saying a number which is lying between -1 to 1, then can I say that number takes value 0 also?
Yes, sir.
Definitely. But observe, in this 2, we have not included 0. Is it or not?
Yes.
So let us take that part separately. Okay? So we are having these three conditions. Whenever b is between 0 and 1, or I am breaking this whole statement into three parts. First one is b is between 0 and 1, another one is b is between -1 to 0, and the third one is b is exactly 0. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे किसी को कुछ confusion है?
Yes.
Okay. Now what happens if I choose b is exactly equals to 0? Then what is the answer of b to the power n?
It is also.
This gives me 0. Okay. So we have done in this case. Whenever b is exactly 0, then b to the power n is 0. Hence, limit of 0 is 0. And we have already shown this part. In this part, we are already getting b to the power n is 0. Now, what remains to check is this second part. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, here we need to use a trick. Can anybody tell me that trick? Or if you want, you can guess. See, we need to, इस केस में तो हमने प्रूव किया और ये केस ऑटोमेटिकली सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है. Now we just need to see this part. Okay, that is -1 is less than b is less than 0. Now the idea is, अगर हम इसे इसी फॉर्म में अगर कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, देन हमें ज़्यादा मेहनत करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि इसके लिए तो हमने ऑलरेडी बोला है. For this part, we are already in this situation. Now, can I able to convert this in terms of this statement? Can I able to convert this second part in terms of this first part?
Yes, sir. By adding
By
adding
what adding?
one.
One.
Do we need to add 1 or something else? See, if I add 1, then here I am getting 0. Here I am getting b plus 1. And here I am getting 1. So this gives me 0. Here I am having b plus 1. And here I am having 1. But is it possible that b plus 1 to the power n is 0? Can I say b plus 1 to the power n is 0?
Yes.
And this is also not true. Okay, now it's already 12:15. So you just try to relate this second part with this first part. And if you can able to do that, then you are done. Okay, you can try one more case also. Just multiply this by minus sign. Then you can see inequality reverses. Okay. See, what I mean is, we are in this situation. And what we know about this number b, b is positive or negative? Yes. See, whenever I am saying b is lying between -1 to 0, then b is positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
B is negative. Okay, but you can see this theorem is only true for positive numbers. Observe. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So यहाँ पे already मुझे b negative मिला है. Now what happens if I multiply this inequality by minus sign? Then on the left hand side we are having 1, in the middle we are having minus b, and on the right hand side is 0. What about inequalities?
It reverses.
This reverses. Now here our b is already negative, and here we are multiplying a negative number with negative sign. So what can I say about minus b?
Positive.
So this is positive. Now for simplicity, you just replace this notation by another letter. Let us call it as c. So again we are in this situation, that is c is lying between 0 and 1. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
So again standard trick is use previous theorem. So in that case you are going to conclude limit n tending to infinity c to the power n gives you 0. So in all the cases we are getting the limit of this sequence is always 0. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So this is the idea. Okay, now you all of you please try to go through from your book, and still you have any confusion, then please let me know in my next lecture. Okay, and tomorrow I am going to engage your lecture from 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning. Okay, that I will put up on your group. So it's already 12:18, so let me stop this lecture here. Yes, if you don't want to ask any further question, then you can exit from the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome everyone.